Hello students, in this video we will discuss the end of the novel Kanthapura and we will also discuss some characteristic features of the novel. At the end, we find that Murthy, the protagonist, hero of the novel, is little disillusioned with Gandhi and his way of fighting with the British. When Murthy comes to know that Mahatma has made a treaty with the Viceroy and the peasants, according to that treaty, the peasants will pay back the revenues, the young men will not boycott the toddy shops, and everything will be as before. So he is a little upset and he writes a letter addressing the people of Kanthapura. Most of them were living in the village Kashipur. So the letter said, "Since I am out of prison, I met this Satyagrahi and that, and we discussed many a problem. And they all say the Mahatma is a noble person, a saint, but the English will know how to cheat him, and he will let himself be cheated. Have faith in your enemy," he says, "have faith in him and convert him. But the world of men is hard to move, and once in motion, it is wrong to stop till the goal is reached. And I have come to realize bit by bit when I was in prison that as long as there will be iron gates and barbed wires round the Skeffington coffee estate and city cars that can roll up the Babur Mound and gas lights and coolie cars, there will always be pariha and poverty. Things must change. The youths here say they will change it. Jawaharlal will change it." So we find Murthy's inclination towards Jawaharlal Nehru, who was a socialist. You know, Jawaharlal is like a Bharat to Mahatma, and he too is for non-violence, and he too is a Satyagrahi. But he says, "In Swaraj there shall be neither the rich nor the poor." So he talks about equality and he calls himself an equal distributionist, and I am with him and his men. We shall speak of it when you are here. So this is how the book Kanthapura ends on this note. A little change in the philosophy of the hero is witnessed here. Now let's talk about some characteristics features of the novel. It is a political novel. Kanthapura is a political novel. It depicts in microcosm the Gandhian struggle for independence that raged throughout India in the early 1930s. Murthy, a young man of the village, sees a vision of Mahatma Gandhi and gets transformed. He forms a Congress working committee in the village. With its help and with guidance from the Congress committee in nearby city of Karwar, he launches a Satyagraha movement against the British rules. The toddy booths are picked, land revenues are not paid. The Satyagrahis face the police brutalities most heroically in a non-violent manner. Even women, the parihas, the low caste, take an active part in this Gandhian non-cooperation movement. It is also a social novel, but Kanthapura is not merely a political novel, it is a social novel as well. It informs us that Gandhi's movement did not stop at political aims only. It addressed the social evils of caste system, illiteracy, superstitions, alcoholism, economic exploitation of Indians by foreigners. So, in the novel, we find Murthy preaching free mixing of caste, giving due respect to the lowly parihas, Toady booths are picked and the poor coolies are taught to shun alcohol. Foreign things are discarded and people spin khadi and wear khaddar. An attempt is made to stop the flow of Indian money to the foreign markets. Illiteracy too is sought to be eradicated. The two Brahmin clerks at the Skeffington Coffee Estate invite Murthy and his band of volunteers to literate the poor coolies there. Novel Asthal Puran and Gandhi Puran. Kantapura is a regional novel concentrating itself on one particular region. It is through and through the story of the village named Kantapura in South India, but it is not merely that. It is a Sthal Purana too, as it carries about it a halo of myths and epics and legends. The village has a presiding deity in goddess Kenchamma who looks after the welfare of the villagers. But Kantapura is not merely a Sthal Puran, it has given an epic form too. It carries a mythical technique. Gandhiji elevated as the Lord Rama. Swaraj is Sita who has been kidnapped by the red man. Red man means English. Ravana, just as Ram slew Ravana and redeemed Sita, in the same way Gandhi would vanquish the red man and secure Swaraj. Gandhiji is Lord Krishna too. Men follow him as they did Krishna, the flute player, and so he goes from village to village. Characterization. Kantapura lacks an effective characterization. Raja Rao has not paid particular attention to the character delineation here. It has no individual character as the novelist wanted to present a movement, the Satyagraha movement against the British rulers. Dramatic style. Raja Rao uses English like master as one would use one's own mother tongue. His words, of course, are English, but their organization is Indian and entirely his own innovation. In Kantapura, we find an expression of a wide range of feelings and attitude from the behavior of an Indian crowd. First, under police atrocities, the sentences like this: while the policemen beat crowd this side and that side, and groans and moans and carries and coat and oaths and bangs and kicks are heard, while there is heard Mahatma Gandhi ki Jai, Mahatma Gandhi ki Jai. So this was the summary of the novel Kantapura. Thank you.